Hello and welcome. My name is Gaurav. I am the founder and president of an organization called Miracle Minds. Now, today, what I'm going to discuss over here is about life. We all desire to live a healthy, happy life, isn't it? However, in due course of life, situations and circumstances changes and we fall prey to various troubles and challenges of life. We strive and fight to get out of the situations, and in this pursuit, some actually get out and some don't. So, for those of us who cannot get out of the challenging situations that life forwards us, it becomes a challenge, it becomes a big time burden, and we keep looking forward for escape. However, the things doesn't change. But the good news is that today we are at the age of science, and science is discovering new methods to make life easier for humans to survive. Being humans, our main objective in life is to survive, but the survival should be worthy. It should not be dragging or living the life with brooding, complaining, crying, and begging. Today we have with us an international life success coach, Ms. Elena Goicoechea. She is an enlightened soul and has been assisting humans from all walks of life to lead healthy, happy, wealthy, and prosperous life. We are privileged to have her on our platform of Miracle Minds. She is an exceptional speaker and a healer who gets to look through you and picks out the ways best suitable for you to grow. Now, we have with us Ms. Elena Goicoechea. So let's welcome her. Welcome, Elena. How do you do?
Thank you. Thank you very much, Gaurav. I appreciate such a beautiful introduction. Thank you so much. I'm honored.
Yeah, thank you so much. So, as you are here, so this is, I believe, the right time wherein we can discuss a little bit about life, because I believe that everybody at some point in time in their life, they go through certain kinds of struggles, challenges, problems, and they do not know how to get out of this. We all strive, but I believe there are formulas, there are principles that can really help us, because I personally feel that in my life I have been privileged enough to learn and understand certain principles, and certain credit goes to you as well, because I have been thoroughly trained by you, and I do feel that these principles really work. So it worked when I was doing a job, even deciding for my own salary or anything that I desired in life. So what is your say on this? What are these principles, or what do you actually coach people on?
I totally agree with you that everybody goes through struggles and challenges in life. It all has to do with our way of reacting to them that helps us to overcome them and evolve and rise to the next level. So what do I mean by attitude? It's what, as you mentioned, the processes that we go through, how we look at things. I recently had an experience. I was scammed. So knowing that we create our reality because we are all energy, how was I creating that? What was within my consciousness that I brought that to my being? So of course, I felt horrible because, number one, I was embarrassed that I would fall to such a thing. I felt I was too savvy for that. I never had happened in my life, so why was I bringing that to me? So as I was doing that, instead of feeling more shame and feeling anger, I fell into the practice of gratitude. I became grateful for the lesson that this individual, the scammer, showed me about myself and the need that I thought I had worked and mastered. It was a lesson that was still there that I had needed to resolve, and it came up. Because if we don't release these old patterns of behavior, we can't advance to the next level.
Okay. Now,
I'm sorry, my connection was unstable, so I stopped.
Okay.
So, and what I did then was, I'm sure you've heard, there's a practice that has been around. It's a Hawaiian practice called Ho'oponopono, which I employed. There are 4 steps. It's a step of gratitude, it's a step of repentance, of forgiveness, and of love.
Okay.
So in essence, and you can do it in whatever order you wish, but I like to start with gratitude.
Okay.
Gratitude in acknowledging that I have this lesson that I need to absorb. Repentance for causing the individual to act out of unlovingly, because we are all beings of love. And forgiveness for myself and for the individual who caused this harm to me. And then at the end, just love. So the more you repeat this, the more it helps. And it's proven because it was done by a Hawaiian physical therapist called Dr. Len, who he was for a month, without talking to or seeing inmates, he cured them. They were psychological inmates who were criminals. He cured them just through this process. It's incredible. I'm just fascinated by it, and it works.
Yeah, indeed. It seems very fascinating and really wonderful. Well, I do agree with what you say, but what would you say in real life scenario when a person typically goes through a problem? Means I will definitely quote this as not quote, rather I'll use the word problem. Let's say somebody loses his job. He was doing very well in his job, but all of a sudden, because whatever circumstances, he loses his job. Now, in that scenario, don't you think means for that person it becomes really difficult to exactly feel the way you said? Or do you feel that there is indeed a reality if that person goes through this practice that you have just said, the Hawaiian principle? So do you think that it will really work in that scenario? Or let's say somebody, there is a death in somebody's family, all of a sudden a very loving and caring member, he passes away or she passes away. Then in that scenario, don't you think that it is natural that people really feel sad, very bad about the situation? They feel why it has happened to them. So what all means? What was the curse that it had to happen to them? So in this scenario, how do we console, or how do we use this real life principles?
It's the same way, and I'll tell you what. It all has to do with changing our perception. Yes. You have to, I'm not saying for you to be without feeling anger, without feeling sadness or grief, or without feeling the loss of your security, because when you lose your job, you feel that your basic needs go down. You feel that you don't have shelter, then you can't put food on the table. And yes, you should give yourself allowed time for that. But you should look at it, okay, was I really happy in that job? Was it really fulfilling me? Okay. Was it satisfying me? Was it something that I desired? Was I really wishing to continue to be in that job? Or was I just going day in and day out, being unhappy? Was I just doing it to put food on the table? What have I been desiring to do that I have not met my own needs of fulfillment? Okay. So once we go through that, you ask those questions. So it's your mind, the way you're thinking, that causes it. Because unconsciously, if we're really not happy in a job, you're telling your unconscious mind, okay, so why are you really staying in that job? You're not happy. You're being hurt by doing that. So since we're all survival beings, we create scenarios to be able then to be happy. Regarding grief, I just went through it. My husband just died. My husband died on the 18th of January, and I had to go through a whole period of I couldn't do anything. I stopped working. I just had to go within Because when someone dies, thank you, when someone dies, the ones who are affected are the ones who stay, because the ones who died are already in glory. They're happy, they're no longer suffering. But it is us who remain that need the lesson. And what lesson is this showing me? So for me, it was to learn to be in unconditional love. It's a lesson. I mean, I'm not saying I'm over it. I will still remember, a song will come up that I remember and I'll start crying, and I need that space. I mean, just on Saturday, I spent all day crying just because of a song, and I needed to release because I really hadn't cried. I hadn't gotten it out of my system. So it's, what I'm saying is, it's hard, but that's why 92% of people don't fulfill their dreams. It's a staggering statistic, because we need, it's the principles are easy. The fact that we need to assimilate them, understand them, but own them, that's the difficult part. And that's what's difficult in every one of us who learns to do this. And once you learn them, you have to keep using them, and you'll have setbacks. Of course you will. We all do, because it's lessons. We need to continuously grow. If we don't have lessons and setbacks, we're not growing, we're stagnant. And no one wants to remain the same.
What exactly is the message? That means whatever happens to us, we should accept it first, and then we should be grounded. We should do a retrospective of what has gone wrong, and then you, as you said, that the thinking, the thoughts, we have to take care of the thoughts.
Yes.
That means, let's say if it is a job scenario, that means if somebody is out of a job, maybe because of he was not passionate about that job. So that is the only reason, be it whatsoever circumstances or situations, he was out of that job. That means that person should actually focus on what he is passionate about. That is what you mean to say?
I'm saying that we're not in a vacuum. Things happen to us because everybody has a purpose. Everybody's working towards that. We're all at different levels. But we are vibrational beings. Everything is energy. And as such, everything emits a frequency, whether it's a table, a chair, a rock. I mean, it seems incredible, but it does. It's lower, at a lower frequency, to make it solid. But the more we evolve, the higher we get, the more our energy becomes lighter and lighter, to such a point that you can even transcend. I mean, these are really high spiritual beings to which I aspire. Now, when something happens, you lose your job. Yes, there were other circumstances, whether the company was losing money, whether the company wanted to get out of that market and had layoffs. That's their responsibility. But okay, we create our reality. So how am I creating this? How can I own this and take self-responsibility for what concerns me as an individual, as to my needs? What is mattering most to me? And analyze, be honest with yourself. You don't have to share this with anybody but you. So you stay quiet. Once you can stop being angry and stop blaming others, because when we blame others, we are victims. We are giving our power to others. We have not claimed our power. Our power is to always be centered, to accept who we are, to never feel that we are not enough, to never feel that we are undeserving, that we are not good to get that promotion, or that we are not qualified. Just for the fact that it entered your mind that you wish that promotion or that you wish that better life, is because you are a magnificent being. It is within your right. So yes, it is something that we need to change and to start learning how to look within, because we create ourselves, regardless of what's happening around us. I mean, earthquakes, hurricanes, tsunamis, whatever happened, we need to center ourselves and just say, okay, what is this bringing up for me? Because our feelings are our barometer. It tells us who we are. It gives us So always pay attention to your feelings. That's my main thing. My
Okay.
feelings are how I know how I'm centered or what I'm feeling.
So, is there any particular process to understand this energy, or means how does one get grounded? Means how does one feel that energy vibration within inside? Is there must be a process? So right here I am looking for that process, because that is what I feel is going to help our viewers to really understand that how even they can, ground themselves at any given point or any given situation, and then they can really use it for their own benefit and personal growth.
Okay. Now I'm going to use the word meditation, and I know a lot of people are going to roll their eyes. Okay. Meditation is nothing more than sitting quietly in a corner that you love in your house, in a garden, if it's the weather permits, looking at the window, sitting with a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, just getting away from any distractions, listening to your favorite music if you want to, but just stay still. All you need is 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes to be able to listen to yourself and just stay quiet and not paying attention to your thoughts. I mean, they will come to you, but don't focus on anyone. If it comes to you saying, oh, I forgot to wash the dishes, or I forgot to call so-and-so. Okay, just let it go, let it pass, as if it's a parade coming before you, passing in front of your eyes. Don't focus on that thought. Just start focusing on feeling good. Like, what makes you happy? That you're at the beach, or that you're eating an ice cream cone, or that you're having your favorite dessert or a favorite meal, or or thinking of your loved one. What makes you just feeling good? And just be for 5 minutes sitting in the stillness, without any chatter. Just 5 minutes, 2 minutes is all sometimes you need. You just breathe. You stop what you're doing. You pause. When you breathe, you inhale. And when you inhale, visualize that love, the divine, God, all that is, whatever you want to call this, higher power, or just love itself. Visualize inhaling love and just going straight through you, through your entire being, like a gel coating you. And as you exhale whatever tension you're feeling. So this process of breathing immediately centers you, and you feel yourself where you are seating. Ground your feet to the ground. If you're outside, to the grass or to the earth, to the soil, just to the carpet, just ground yourself. And feel your grounding connecting to the center of the earth, to Mother Earth, because you feel grounded. When we touch ground, earth, if you can go outside, take off your shoes and walk, be barefoot. But if not, just inside and just feel grounded. Feel grounded if you're sitting, feel grounded if you're lying down. Just see yourself being grounded. And I like to think of that we have like a cord. And I like to then just drop the cord I have, and then just add a new one. Just put a new cord down that goes straight to the center of the earth to ground me. And then, as I'm just sitting there, then I just visualize on top of me that there's a great ball of light that's showering down love upon me.
Okay, and I'm just stopping you right here. Can you just make me go through this process, because I just want to become that guinea pig, and I want to experience that what you are just explaining. So could you let me?
I wanted to do, if I may. If it's all right with you, it's a meditation that lasts for like 12 minutes, if it's all right.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
To get in touch with our inner healer.
Yeah.
Or if you want something quick, I don't know what you like, but I'm called to do the inner healer, if I may.
I am distracted. I am disturbed because of so many things, because of the business that I'm dealing with, because of the people, because of so many things in life, because of family, friends, and a lot of stuff. So let's say I am that person who actually is right now going through so many challenges and troubles, and I want to get that feeling of soothing within inside. I want to feel grounded. I really want to be re-energized. So what can you do for me in this case?
So let's go through the process of the inner healer if you are willing to do so.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I want you just breathe. Just take a deep breath in. And feel your connection and exhale slowly. And as you exhale slowly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take away my video because I don't want to distract myself from seeing myself.
Okay. Yeah, please.
So I want you just to then feel grounded where you are. Feel the chair and feel yourself being grounded. And I want you just to breathe. Inhale, feeling love coming into you. And when you exhale, I want you to feel all the tension that you're feeling, because I want you to connect with the wisdom of your body, with your mind, with your spirit, as well as with your natural abilities for self-healing. And I want you to go ahead now, and just now that your back is supported and your arms and legs should be open and receptive. And your eyes have been closed gently, so I want you to begin to notice your body and any areas where you would like to be more comfortable and relaxed. And I want you just to continue to breathe into those areas where you would like to feel peace. And imagine that each breath softens the muscles and brings the flow of blood and life force energy into these muscles, into the organs that support you to release and to let go. I want you to imagine a color that you associate with comfort and well-being. And I want you to breathe this color with each inhalation and directing that color into the areas of your body that you wish to support. As you do this, you're beginning to feel more and more comfortable, more and more relaxed. You're experiencing a growing sense of comfort, of well-being. You're at peace with yourself, and you're going deeper and deeper into this feeling of relaxation, inner peace, and inner strength. Now I want you to imagine that you are walking along a path in a redwood forest. Feel the softness of the forest floor under your feet as you walk. A bouquet of fragrance reaches you. You smell pine trees, the delicate fragrance of an orchid, the earthiness of the soil as you continue to walk along this path. It's late afternoon. You enjoy the play of light. You're enjoying the afternoon shadows on the path as you walk. You'll hear a profound silence. Occasionally, you hear the calling of the forest birds. You're at peace in this beautiful place. The stabilizing ground under your feet and the fresh oxygen-rich air sustain you. You move deeper into the forest now. As you travel on, you notice that the sun is beginning to set. The light is becoming dim. You are ensconced in the beauty and quiet of the forest now. Far off into the distance, you see a glow of warm light and hear a faint sound of chimes and bells. Your curiosity is piqued. What could this be so deep into the forest? You travel deeper and deeper at your own comfortable pace, enjoying the sights, the sounds, the aromas. And you see the glow of light becoming brighter and brighter. The beautiful sound of the chimes and bells become more apparent to you and audible. You continue to move closer and closer towards the light and sound. As you approach the next bend in the path, you see its source. There's a small temple ahead. It is glowing with light, surrounded by lush ferns and colorful, fragrant flowers. You hear cascading water. You turn and see a water fountain and the garden nearby. There in front of you is an opened front door. You notice that there's a smiling, robed figure of a man that steps into the illuminated doorway to welcome you. You get the sense that he was expecting you. The greeter explains to you that you have come to have an extraordinary healing. This is a place where you are assisted and have the skills, the resources, and the support to heal yourself. You'll feel the loving presence of your greeter as he guides you into a room containing a bath filled with oil-scented healing waters inside the temple. There are soft music and candlelight around, and your greeter leaves the room. You are just tempted and the water is beckoning to you. You disrobe and climb into the warm bath. Feeling the soothing water, you close your eyes and enjoy the fragrance of these waters on your body. You begin to relax even more into a dream-like state. You become aware of a presence. This presence is your inner healer. It can be an image, a voice, or a feeling. How does your inner healer make him or herself known to you? Your healer has come to assist you in your balancing, in your healing, in your renewal. You feel the connection between the two of you to be incredible. You are one. Your inner healer precisely knows what you need. You invite your inner healer to use all its skills, wisdom, abilities, and resources to support you now. The inner healer may become transparent as he moves energetically into your body to the areas and sites wherever support and healing are needed. Your inner healer begins to make changes, working if necessary like a surgeon or a magician, or working as a spiritual deity with the energy and light of divine grace. You know the healer has all the tools and skills necessary to heal. You receive these needed changes in your body structure. You feel your body being cleansed and balanced, restoring your organs with the perfect amount of life force energy. Circulation is balanced, restoring your comfort and well-being. New, fully functioning cells are developing within. Your body eliminates debris. Tissues renew, stimulating and restoring vitality. Now just take a moment and observe these changes, see them, feel them. These changes which are happening within you right now. You know, it's an inner knowing that the healing is taking place. Your body, mind, and spirit work together with your inner healer in this ritual. Continue to see and feel the healing that is taking place right here, right now. Notice what you are experiencing. You appreciate this particular time to focus on you and your current needs. You're receiving many benefits from this healing exchange. You look forward to experiencing all the lasting benefits within you. as well as experiencing the water, the light, the music that surrounds you, supporting your healing. Toxins are released, restoring optimal balance. You feel the healing ritual is completing. You may wish to say goodbye to your inner healer, knowing you will meet again whenever you desire. Or are you called to ask your inner healer to stay with you as an unconscious, ongoing, and continuous of your wellness needs as you return to your waking state? You become aware that your greeter has returned, bringing you a clean towel. He tells you that he will wait for you at the temple entrance. When he leaves, you step out of the water, dry yourself, and begin dressing for your return journey. When you finish, you leave this bathing area and head towards the temple, feeling light and balanced. You give thanks to your greeter for the healing opportunity and to meet with your inner healer for sharing this unique healing that has taken place. You know that you may return at any time you wish. When you exit the temple, you discover the early morning light illuminating the path and forest. You see and hear the morning activity of birds and small critters in the woods. You enjoy the cool morning breeze and the warmth of the sunlight on your face, on your hands. You are ready to meet the rest of your day. You are returning from this journey feeling better than you have felt in a long time. You are responding to all the memories and benefits from this healing journey and your work with your inner healer. I shall slowly count you back to waking consciousness. Coming back now as I begin the count. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You are wide awake, healed, and renewed.
Wow, that was phenomenal. That was really phenomenal. I really don't know where I was going, but yes, I felt an immense energy that was running inside me. And initially, I was too much dazzled, but later on, it started feeling cool, comfortable, and it was really soothing me. So I really felt that. So I'm really grateful to you. It was absolutely phenomenal and fantastic. And I believe the viewers who really do want to understand what energy is, then right away, I would say that this was the exercise that can ground you. So if you really want to grow into meditation, if you really want to understand more about the energy, the healing, the powers, the vibrations, then I believe that this is the right kind of place and platform wherein you can learn. And Elena is exceptionally powerful and enlightened, and she can really guide you and help you to achieve your calmness first, and slowly from there on, she can help you to achieve whatever you desire. Now, I believe that if you really want to change the fruits, you need to change the roots. So this is the process.
I like that. Very good.
Yes. So this is the process, I believe, that can really help anybody to change their fruits. Fruits are your circumstances and situations which you are writing now. So right now, Elena, so I believe that you have created your own course, and that is, you call it 6 Dynamics, right? If I'm correct.
Yes.
So,
yes.
So why did you name it 6 Dynamics, and how does it really help?
Dynamics, because it's when something is dynamic, it causes a change. It's vibrant. It's energy. You feel energy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And for success, because without this, you're not going to achieve lasting success. It's just like, let's say you want to go on a diet and you need to lose 20 pounds. Initially, you go gung-ho and you you do whatever you can to lose the 20 pounds. But after you lose the 20 pounds, you go back to your old habits. Of course, you gain weight and more. So It's temporary what you achieved.
Mm-hmm.
But this program is to help you sustain your success throughout your lifetime, because you're adopting a new lifestyle, just like anything else. Just like you need new healthy nutrition, you need to give yourself your inner wisdom. You need to be in touch with it. It's like what I call to weave your soul into the tapestry of your life.
Okay.
And it's not religious. It's just being grounded and centered as you experienced. And it can be you can achieve that in a minute, or you can achieve it in 15 if you're feeling that you have been going, and not have given yourself time for self-love and self-care. So that's why I call it 6 Dynamics.
Okay.
To live passionately, purposefully, and prosperously.
And friends, I would also like to add that Elena has trained numerous people, and I'm also one of those lucky people who underwent her training and really felt a mesmerizing and life-changing experience. Now, let me tell you that her training, the 6 Dynamics, it works 3 ways. Initially, what happens, there will be chemical changes. You will experience the chemical changes. When you attend the training, you will see certain chemical changes are taking place in your brain, and you will get to see yourself and truly experience a phenomenal change within the arena of your brain. And that is very vital and important. But though this is very short-lived, hence we need to move a step forward, and the next step forward that is going to be is the structural changes. So she works also with the structural changes of your brain. Now what happens, because merely the chemical changes does not work, so this happens is that you generally do not acquire whatever you want, means that quickly. So what happens that you need to work with the other tools, that is the mind. And working with the other tools, what happens, a much guided set of instructions is followed over a period of time, then scientifically the structure of the brain waves, they happen to change. And I have personally, as I have gone through this particular training, so I know that how it really works. And finally, a step forward, how 6 Dynamics is going to help is the functional changes that occurs in your brain. Now, this is the most effective and vital part of this training, wherein we desire to see the functional changes in the real life scenario. So we would be upfront that it takes time. Absolutely, it takes time. Nothing happens overnight. So you have to give some time, and you will see that that real time changes are happening in your life after going through this particular training. And you might have you will experience that you can, after that, you can drive your life to anywhere where you actually desire it to take. And that is what this training is meant to be, that you need to be in that driver's seat, that you need to drive your life to wherever you want to go instead of just flowing with the flow. It's not like that. So that is why training is mandatory for people who are not really finding out a way. Am I correct?
Yes, exactly. And you need to be in the driver's and the navigator's seat.
Yeah, absolutely. That is what I always felt. So now this is action time, guys. This is the decision-making time. So it is for you to understand whether whatever we have spoken right here or whatever we have discussed, it touches you somewhere or not. Because we really want to bring in a transformation in you, and this training is prepared keeping into mind all the scientific strategies and how the brain, the mind, and the body works. And this is really going to be a phenomenal experience. So Elena, if you can share a little bit about the training program and how long it is going to take.
Yes, may I? Can I prepared a little presentation. May I do that, or are we out of time?
Yeah, sure, you can. But we need to be a bit quick.
Okay. Let's see. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, visible.
Okay, let me just see.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me just move this out of the way so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. So the program is called 6 Dynamics for Success. Live passionately, purposely, and prosperly to unlock the mystery. And why do certain people just have everything working in their favor while others always struggle? That seems to always be the question. And that was regarding to what we were talking about.
Exactly.
So 92%, as I mentioned, it's a statistic that's staggering. 92% never fulfill their dreams. Mm-hmm. So our training is to help you to achieve and join the 8%.
Okay.
And the success is thinking is creating. That's the key for you to attain everything you desire at will.
Okay.
So you may ask, if it's that simple, why aren't more people successful? Because they need to understand the universal code, which is simple, that everything is energy, that it emits a vibration, that the frequency attracts a corresponding and matching signal, and that we as vibrational beings attract that which we think, feel, and do.
True.
And I developed this program because people always ask me, well, I'm doing everything right, like the law of attraction tells me, so why am I not seeing the results?
Mm-hmm.
And in this program, first it's a 12-week course.
Okay.
So the first week, we go to delving deeper into understanding how the universal energy works, how the energy within us works, and we find and awaken the flow that is within us. And then the second month, we explore the energy that we are creating, whether we realize it or not, and we connect to our essential self and rediscover the divine within us. We learn how to harness the power of the universal energies to activate the flow within us, connect and ground us to ourselves through the 7 energy centers, and we operate then from a state of peace and possibility. And the third month, we practice and just how to influence our own energy and how to manifest our desires through what we learned in understanding the energy. And we begin to experience transformation And when that happens, when we meet the energy with our desires, the universe meets us in unimaginable ways. So what is the program? It's a lifestyle. The benefits: you'll awaken to your greatest potential. You'll gain clarity, purpose, direction. You'll create at will. You'll learn and harness the universal laws. You will fulfill your dreams, which is basically wants. You achieve inner peace. You live joyfully, fulfilled, and attain abundance doing what you love. So it's 6 modules, videos, and workbooks. It's a 12-week course. During the month, we will have 3 live Q&A questions and answers so that you can pose your questions and you can get your answers directly. And you'll get 4 guided meditations.
Great.
Now, the 6 modules is just meaning, what matters most to you, the mindset, how do your beliefs rule your life? Mindful choices is, how does this most insignificant choice impacts you? And how can you maintain the momentum to achieve your desires? And do you have the faith strong enough in yourself to manifest them? And the last one is mission, because how are you making a difference? So its program is for you if you're serious about changing your life, not just looking for a Band-Aid, if you have forgotten who you are, if your dreams are but a distant memory, if you are ready to forgo your former lifestyle, then join us. You'll realize that your life is going to be unrecognizable. So say yes to yourself. This is an exclusive offer honoring Miracle Minds and their goal to provide leading-edge education at prices that everyone can afford. The price is exceptional. It's $210 US. So go to the link to benefit from this exclusive offer, which is, as you can see on the screen.
Exactly, and also below this video, you will find a link wherein you can click and you can directly go to the website and you can find all the details over there. So, as I said, that if you really desire to achieve whatever you have always desired to achieve in your life, and until now you could not have achieved them, then this is the right choice. You have to make a decision.
Exactly. So I just want to thank you. Thank you for you, Guru, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you to all your audience and to your listeners.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Helena. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. It was really wonderful and mind-blowing. Thank you once again. Take care.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.